question is today, what was Mapin like, say, 50 years ago? Or let's not say 50, 65 years ago? What was Mapin like then in comparison to now, today? We'll find out. I don't have the answer, but we're going to find someone who will be able to share their experiences with us in terms of what Mapin looked like years gone by. Alright, stay tuned.
Went to Mapin Infant School, Mapin Primary, after which I went to Mapin Secondary, which is now Central High School.
The infant school, is it still where it is today?
School, yes. And Mapin Infant School, it is still where it is. And then I went to Mapin Primary, spent 6 years there, after which I went to Mapin Secondary, which is Central High School. After leaving Central High School, Mapin Secondary, I went to Eureka Prep, which they used to call Teacher Brown School.
Where that was?
That was on Stork Street. After leaving there, I went to St. Monica's Academy. And from there, I did some studies by the community center where we did typing, shorten, and some people did sewing. Commercial subjects. After leaving from the youth center, I went and I did youth service with the registrar of companies. Worked for them for a year. Then I moved to Kingston with the registrar of companies, where I worked for a year and a half.
So where were you living then? You were living in Mapin?
I was living in Mapin.
Okay.
At my present residence, which is Effortville.
Oh. But what did you used to do for amusement? What were some of the things that you do?
Okay, most of our amusements was we went by the paved field and we would fly kites, play marbles, watch young men play football and cricket. We also had a youth club, which was Effortville Youth Club, which is now Humble Lion.
Okay.
And there were so many things that we could do. We didn't have any fear. We went about our business, even at nights. We usually, when it's moonlight, we usually take the ashes and make moonshine baby in the road. Wherein others would lay and then we would sprinkle the ashes around them, form out a person, and then that would be our fun also, having story time. And we did not really have a television per se, so we would go about and doing those things at night.
Okay.
When it's dark night, we did not really have, it was not really everybody who had electricity. So when it becomes night, we will go straight to our bed.
Okay.
Right? What we used to use in those times was lamp, kerosene oil lamp. So, you know, we would stay inside. After many years, it becomes like a norm where everybody started to get light, electricity in their homes. So things was much better.
Okay.
But it was that if we need to go to walk to Mapin when it comes night, we had no fear.
So you walk any time of the night?
We would walk any time.
Okay.
We would even go to church at social and we would get home like on 1 o'clock at night, and we had no fear on the road.
What was social like? What kind of what
Well,
do you
social
do?
at church was that they have many games and they would cook and they would teach us a lot of things at social.
What were some of those games?
Oh, you have the ring games, you have they would teach us some songs which sometimes I really wonder where they get them from, where they do exchange of partners and those things.
Do you think our children today know those games?
Well, I don't think these children nowadays know those games. And if you really try to teach them, it's like they're telling that is boring or they don't want to learn something like that. Because, oh, that is stupidness, you know, of which if they nowadays would be doing what we was doing in those days, I think they would be much better off. Right? Because the things that they are doing now, it's not educational really.
Yeah.
It's not edifying for them. Right? So if they could realize what we went through during our days, they would think differently. Not like what they are thinking now.
So what could we do to introduce some of those games to our children today?
Well, what I think is that for us to introduce those games that we usually play in those days is to introduce them to them from their basic schools. Teach them a lot of games, and you know, by growing up, if they continue in the same trend by going to other schools, they will go live by what they learn from there, and I think things will be much better for them now.
And we'll have a better Maypen,
We'll have a better Maypen,
better community.
better homes. Because what they are doing nowadays is that they are driving fair in the older people, right? And also pulling their peers in whatever they are doing, which is not right.
Thank you, Mrs. Garrick.
We're here with Mr. Esberry, and he's going to share with us his days his childhood days when he used to go to Maypen and what Maypen was like. All right, so okay, Mr. Esberry, tell us about Maypen and why what business you had to do in Maypen.
Well, me used to carry lime, go to the Maypen fruit house and sell. But me used to ride donkey in those days because we never have a lot of cars and so. And then people going to market at Maypen, you have to travel on truck and some ride donkey. So me used to ride the donkey, come right across the river, come across Sevens River, come to farm and travel from farm, go run on the back road and come out down by fruit house. Because they couldn't travel through the town with the donkey, for the donkey have hamper on it, two sides. And we carry it there and sell. And on the way back, we have to travel back at the same road where we travel first. So we couldn't travel on the Maypen Bridge because the train run on it and you have two side path walkway. It's board you have to walk on. And sometimes there's a little hole in the wall and man fall down with them bicycles on the bridge, but the bridge rail so you couldn't drop over. And in those times the bridge never paint. You have a rusty looking color. So afterward they work on the bridge now and make it look up good. So in Maypen, they used to have a lot of board building. Only in the town was popular. But then after, by and by, population get big and the place start to develop.
Okay.
Because there was a house topside the Maypen post office. One lady was lived there named Miss Lucy Killenbeck. And she have family from Moors, the breed of Killenbeck them. So, but afterward, they did buck down the house. And this place sell out.
Okay.
Right, we at the supermarket they know. So that's how Maypen did look.
So where that the woman then dead?
She did dead and then daughter then take over. And she did have about 2 daughters. And when the people then go there,
Big one.
when the people then go there a weekend time, and some we give her one hand a banana, and then she said, "Where you come from?" And some of them said, "We come from Moors." He said, "You know the breed of Killenbeck?" And we say, "Yes, man." So Imama's Ivan Killenbeck, a cousin. Then Master Ivan used to saw a board and leave from Moors and go all over Gully.
So these people are still alive or no?
Those people died.
So in the day you have the train at Maypen. How much time a day the train used to run?
The train run Thursday, Friday and Saturday. And then you have the train. You have the train now we carry cane.
Yes.
Every other day the train pass through, go to 7th Estate and let off cane. Because they did have a place where they store the cane at Sutton. And Chucker carry the cane and then weigh the cane from Sutton. And after the train car load up, train and Chucker carry cane whole day, whole night go Sutton. And sometimes all 30-40 car I come down and a 2 engine pull it and come at 7. And then have one little something at the train side. Then have one man come down with one piece of iron like one like a bar or you take big make post hole and stick it so and it something just opens up.
The chuck.
The truck and the cane just turn over like that and go down in the raw bin and go in the factory.
Okay. So, what they used to do at the fruit house? Where was the fruit house?
If the fruit house was at the place where they have the Tiger Mart gas station now.
So have you been there? Have you ever been there?
Yes, we've been there a lot of time. Carry lime and sell there, and they have chukcha, orange, go there, grapefruit, orange, and some people carry to Bagua.
Okay.
The truck is full of orange. Come from Rock River.
It come from Rock River.
I remember that when I was about 8. Yes, and they used to throw off orange and grapefruit and give people, and cane.
Yes.
I remember those days. Wow, and I never remember until when you said it.
Yes, at night. So the truck used to carry orange from Rock River and they carry to the Maypen fruit house. And some go to Bagua. They have an next fruit house at Bagua. And so some from, you have local people who sell orange, different half of the property. because they buy the orange by the box.
Mm.
So some of the orange come from Lucky Valley. One white man have a property they named Joe Duppy. Joe Duppy.
Very, very unusual name.
So, and they have one from Mr. Mons, Donald Mons, in Sutton. Some of the orange come from.
Okay.
And some come from Rockaway, from MacPherson property.
But you used to do a little bit of cane too.
Yes, we used to plant cane. And they carry cane go to Sevens because Seven was the nearest factory.
Okay.
But afterwards, when Sevens kind of full up, they carry cane go to Monimous.
Oh. So Maypen was a central point for
Cane.
and citrus.
Orange. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, okay, Mr. Sonny, do you have any other question for?
So, what type of road used to go through the town? Dirt road or asphalt road?
Asphalt road, man.
For how long time that?
Long time.
Or stone road?
No, man, asphalt road.
Okay.
We may know how.
Okay.
So by the train used to stop in Maypen to pick up passenger train?
Yes, down by the railway.
Down by the bridge.
Down by the bridge.
Okay.
Okay, and you don't know what time of day how much time of day used to come?
The train come down in the morning.
What time?
About after 8. And it go back up in the evening. About after 3.
Okay.
People are come from market.
So when you Karchi, I'm always talking about Karchi.
The Karchi is something where built up in the estate and it work off of steam. So the people, the man who work at that spot, he have one little chain. And here it built up off of air and steam. And when anytime crop finish, and then go and draw the chain, it can't give out a loud sound. You can stay about a mile and a half and hear it. When crop finish, they start blowing from they must start blowing from 9 o'clock.
Crop done.
Crop over and that cartridge did blow so till then blow for about an hour.
Oh, wow.
So you can steer your yard
Hearing.
and hear and the cartridge upon and that's what it go. And when crop finish, the train a come up same way. And you hear a train, but at that time cement coal run that train. They call it steam engine train. Run off a cement coal. And you see the big smoke go up in the air. And when it time it crop finish and you hear and you hear crop over. And that's why the train goes straight up to something.
Alright.
So this country make a big noise, you can stay all over content on here. Yes.
So it's a year over yard.
And
It's been extremely loud here.
very, very loud. And
So-
a bass team I come out of it.
So what you
What
used to
that
do
mean?
then for amusement? What?
So they have this country,
Now talk about the Karchi again.
it blow 5 o'clock
Mm.
and 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And when 9 o'clock you hear 9 o'clock, and when 10 o'clock you hear 10 o'clock, and no more for night again.
Okay.
Because the man them work on shift. So when 9 o'clock, you hear Carter ring 9 o'clock, and man say, well, all right, may I get ready to go work. So people come from all about work at 7. One lady, they used to cook a canteen. One Indian lady come from a farm. Name is Lou. She used to sell. You get box food, you get tea. While he gone start or something.
Okay. So I was asking you what you do for amusement.
Well, like when they have ball game, we used to go ball game, and we used to travel go Marisol. When and them used to have dance and time that we used to go dance. Go all rock river dance.
No, I'm making
Okay.
Then you have to mix up a really quick thing.
Okay. So
you used to go and make a show when the theater them used to run?
Yes, man. We got theater show. One bus come from Chapelton. Mark Independent Girl. We used to take it every Sunday night.
okay. So where
We come right through. We come from Chapelton.
and
And
drive
come
and
to
go
Rock
where?
River.
Oh, and come.
And come through Marisol, come right down Moors. But they never got shut away because the road never open. We got to cross the river.
Okay, so you used to go through the river, go through farm and end up in Maypen.
Yes.
But Maypen was the entire Maypen was a farm.
Yes, they used to raise a lot of cow. But not in the front part of the town, at the back part.
But it wasn't a town then, right? That
Yes,
time when you were talking.
Small town.
a small town.
Okay.
Small town.
Okay. All right. So.
And then we have one little theater when they Maypen. The theater where we go watch the show is Capri.
Okay.
And then you have one right almost front the old police station near Little Magnet.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
So when you go to the dance, what kind of dance you dance?
Scare. At
Okay.
those time,
You used to dance.
yes, we used to dance.
I mean, never see you
But-
dancing.
Yes, we used to dance.
Never see you dancing.
But afterward, me stop go dance.
Okay. So you want to show us a little of the move or the scare?
It's-
Because
Yes,
I don't.
we have scare and
So you go
twist.
dancing at that way.
And twist.
Yes.
And which other one?
I'm go
Mama can't
twist and scare.
So you want to show us a little of the moves.
And one next dance thing called mashed potato.
Mashed potato. All right.
So
So which one you going to do for us now?
Sony. Like your papa son a dance.
so
Yes.
the scare now I like used to do. We do like this.
Move your foot.
You have to move your foot down going out.
And you do like this.
Hey, move your 2 foot. Yeah.
Like that.
All right. All right.
Everybody
So-
do this camp.
And then now the twist now. The twist. Then do like this.
Oh, this is what he did. I'm going to grow up.
All right.
That is the twist. And
People
the
go see
and the mashed potato now. Then put one of them hand like this on the pan.
Hello.
On the pan.
What's up?
You see? Yes.
All right. So there you go, folks.
Maypen develop now more than the past. But at that time you could walk and not have no fear. So people are going to trouble you. But now the time get more violent. So the place develop. So when you're traveling now, you have to look out if anyone will attack you.
Yes, sad.
So that's it though.
But you had some good days in Maypen then.
Good deal.
Alright folks, there you have it. As we come to the end of, as they tell of their experience living around Maypen and going to Maypen. Thank you. Thank you, Mas Algie, otherwise called Buckup. That is another story where he will share with you why he was given that name Buckup. That's for another day.
Okay.
All right.